Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kelly, this is KBellaBeauty, and welcome to my second edition of Pass, Grab, or Undecided. I am going to be sharing with you some new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, if I'm going to be passing on them, if I would like to grab them, or if I'm simply undecided and I just don't know if I want to get this product. Now, of course, if I say that a product is a grab, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to go out and purchase it right away. It's just more of like a wish list item, a product that I would like to grab and add to my collection. And in the first video that I filmed for my Pass, Grab, or Undecided series, I did mention that this is kind of a mixture of Kimberly Clark's anti-haul with Samantha March's Will I Buy It? So I will link them down in the description bar down below, as well as the Trend Mood One Instagram, because let's be real, that's who we go to when we want to know about new makeup releases. So I do have 6 products here for you, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I feel like every year Benefit comes out with like this big set of boxed blushes. It typically includes some kind of bronzer, their popular blushes, and then a new blush that they just came out with. And so this is no different. Benefit has come out with a blush bar palette. It is set to release on March 8th and it will be available at Sephora. It looks like this palette is going to have their new blush in Gold Rush, which is like a shimmery gold finish. It will also have California, which is another blush that I feel like is fairly new. It will feature Dandelion blush, Rockateur blush, and a Hula bronzer, all for $58. Now, I think $58 is a fair price for this boxed set because one boxed blush is $29. So here you're getting 4 blushes and a bronzer and the little brush that comes in each of the boxed sets. And I actually really like that brush to contour with. Now, I do already have the Rockateur blush and I do already have Hula bronzer. So because I have 2 of the 5 products in here, I'm going to pass on it. I'm not really drawn to Dandelion just because it's like a baby pink kind of shade. It looks like it has a little bit of like a cool undertone. Gold Rush I think is really, really interesting. I might be interested in kind of checking that out in the future and seeing what it looks like and how it swatches. It looks like it's similar to Rockateur but a little bit lighter and with more gold flecks in it. And then California is just another pink blush. But like I said, I already have 2 of these 5 products, so this is going to be a pass for me. However, I do like that every year Benefit comes out with a boxed blush set and you get to try out their bronzer and some of their more popular blushes. So if you haven't tried any of the Benefit boxed blushes, I would definitely say this might be something for you to think about because you get 4 blushes and the Hula bronzer for $58. So I think that's a good deal. Becca Cosmetics collabed with, I believe she is a French YouTuber or Instagram influencer. I'm not 100% sure and I don't want to say her name because I don't want to say it wrong, but Benefit collabed with her to create the Parisian Lights highlight. It looks gorgeous. This highlight was inspired by the lights of the Eiffel Tower in the sunset, so it is a soft romantic pink pressed highlighter infused with golden pearl. And when I saw this, I was instantly drawn to it. Not necessarily for the color, although I think the color looks beautiful, but I've actually been to Paris twice. I went once when I was in college when I was 20, and then my husband and I went again in 2016, and I just fell in love with the Eiffel Tower, I fell in love with Paris, and I was definitely very drawn to this highlighter. Now I do believe that you could only get it from Sephora Paris, I think, or Sephora France. So at first I thought I wasn't going to be able to get this highlighter even if I wanted it. However, this highlighter is available now and you can get it on the Beautylish website. And that's exactly what I did. This was a grab for me. I couldn't say no. I couldn't help myself. The second I saw that this was coming out, I told my husband, I have to get this highlight. And I just couldn't turn it down. This is definitely going to be a, let me hold it so you can see. the Eiffel Tower. This is definitely going to be a collector's item for me at this time. I do not have any plans to swatch it. I don't have any plans to use it whatsoever. I just really love the Eiffel Tower. And so some people may think that's silly because this highlighter was $38, and I can definitely see if you are not makeup obsessed like me, how you may not want to spend $38 on a collector's item. It does sound pretty crazy, but I just have such a soft spot in my heart for traveling and for Paris, and it's beautiful, so I couldn't turn it down. I had to get my hands on it. I had to pick it up. This is limited edition, I do believe. Let me see. It doesn't say limited edition, but typically things like this that are collabs with YouTubers are. So if you're interested in this, I would say go on the Beautylish website. They packaged it beautifully. The actual compact was wrapped up inside the box. The box was wrapped up in bubble wrap that was inside another like bubble wrapped type of thing, and then there was like tissue paper in the box. So it was wrapped really, really well. I was so happy to see that, and I'm just really excited to have this in my collection. Well, this next release has definitely been very interesting. I have been following Tati from Glam Life Guru since before I ever had a YouTube channel, and recently she did this video that was like questions about my brand, and up until that point I had no idea that she was coming out with a brand, but she rattled off all of these questions and she answered them on her YouTube channel, all without saying like what the product was or the name of her brand or anything. And then the very next day she did this whole reveal. She talked about the product, she talked about her brand, and I was definitely one of the people that was super shocked. I expected her to be coming out. I didn't think it was going to be an eyeshadow palette, but I definitely thought it was going to be some kind of skincare or makeup. And she created the brand Halo Beauty, and her very first product that she is releasing is a hair, skin, and nails booster, a vitamin. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't recall Tati ever talking about vitamins or supplements on her channel. It's not something that I really knew she was passionate about. And so I think because she hasn't really talked about vitamins that I know of, and because she is such a heavy like beauty and skincare channel, I think a lot of people were shocked. And I'm just one of those people that feels a little uneasy about actually ingesting something. So this intensely nourishing booster for hair, skin, and nails is going to be $39.95. You can take 2 capsules a day. She says you will see results in 3 weeks. And this was available on March 2nd, but only on her website. This is definitely a pass for me. I didn't get it. I didn't understand the whole vitamin thing. I feel uncomfortable ingesting a product, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye out on Halo Beauty to see what they come out with in the future, but as far as a vitamin, that's a pass. Urban Decay came out with a new palette. It is the Backtalk palette, and it's kind of like 2 palettes in one. So it looks like they have some blushes and highlights on one side and then an actual eyeshadow palette on the other. So there are 8 eyeshadows and then 4 blushes / highlighters. It looks like this was available on March 8th online in the US and Canada. It came to Europe on March 8th as well, and then April 16th it will be available in the UK, and June it will be available in Mexico. And it also says that some Sephora stores have it, so I'm guessing you can check at either Sephora or on the actual Urban Decay website. Now, okay, I am a mauve girl through and through. I love a good mauve. This palette is very mauve-y. However, this is going to be a pass for me. I don't really have any interest in the blush shades. It looks like they kind of have like chunky glitters in them, which kind of turns me off, and the eyeshadows look pretty, but it just doesn't call me. It doesn't draw me in. There was no like second glance where it caught my attention and I just knew that I had to have it. And this is one of those instances where like there's not one specific thing. Like I think it's beautiful. I think it's cool that they're putting blushes and highlights and eyeshadows all into one compact. That's definitely going to make it really easy to travel. But I just didn't feel drawn by this product, and I get enough makeup as it is that, like my friend Samantha March says, I don't need to talk myself into buying makeup. So I think it's a cool idea. It's gonna be $46. I feel like that's reasonable to get some blushes and highlights and eyeshadows, but for me, it's just not something that I'm gonna pick up. I did a video not too long ago called Makeup Minis That I Love, and I mentioned in that video that I love lipstick minis because I feel like lipsticks are really, really hard to go through just because I'm a lipstick junkie and have tons of them. Well, NARS came out with some new Power Matte Lip Pigment Duos. They're gonna be $26 each. They are limited edition, and these are little minis. It looks like it's maybe a matte liquid lipstick. It says matte lip pigment. I'm guessing maybe like a liquid lipstick. And it looks like they have 3 sets. So one set, or one duo I should say, will be Get It On and Hot Blooded, both which look very nude. It looks like Get It On is more of like a true peachy nude, and Hot Blooded looks like it has a little bit more of an orange undertone. The next duo is the one that's on my grab list. It is the American Woman, which is kind of like a brownie mauve, and Lay Freak, which looks like a nude. And then there's a third duo, a red duo, which has Don't Stop and Cherry Bomb, which are both reds. Now these are, like I said, limited edition. They will be available March 15th on the NARS website and at boutiques, it says. And then March 18th online and in stores at Ulta Beauty. Does not mention Sephora, mentions Ulta Beauty. So this is definitely a grab item. I'm really interested. I'm actually wearing a NARS lipstick right now. This is the shade Anna in their Narcissist Audacious lipstick. But I haven't tried too many lip products from NARS, and the fact that these are minis really draw me in, and so I'm interested to try them out and see what I think. And I feel like $26 for 2 mini lipsticks is a good deal in my book. And the last product that I'm going to share with you today is by Natasha Tohono, another mini. It looks like Natasha Tohono has come up with a mini sunset eyeshadow palette. There are 5 shades. They look like shades that were in the actual sunset palette. I'm not 100% sure if they were in the sunset palette. It just says that, oh, no. Okay, so it wasn't in the palette. It says that these shades are all brand new, but they were inspired by the Sunset palette. But this palette's only going to be $24. It was available March 8th at Sephora. It is a Sephora exclusive, and I'm undecided. And this is why. So when I first got this, I thought for sure, grab, I want it, I want to try Natasha Tohono. But then I was texting my friend Smegs, and she actually has one of the 5-pan eyeshadows from Natasha Denona, and we were talking about the price of this eyeshadow, and she was like, no, I think it's gonna be 40-something, like all of her other ones are 40-something. And I'm like, no, Trend Mood says $24, you know, like I can do $24. But when you look at the pictures and the size comparison, and I'm gonna try to find the specific picture that I'm talking about, but you can see the person is holding it and holding it up next to the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and it just looks really tiny. Like it looks like it's going to fit in the palm of your hand. So I kind of want to see it in stores. I do want to try out the Natasha Denona eyeshadows, and this might be the way to do so because it's only $24 and I do get 5 shades. So I'm kind of leaning toward grab, but the only thing that has me a little undecided is just the size. Like it's hard to tell exactly how small it's gonna be. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you seen this new Natasha Denona palette? Does the price have you interested in trying out her shadows? Let me know what you think down below. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I would love to know your thoughts on the products that I picked, or some items that are coming out that are on your past grab or undecided list. Thank you so much for watching. If you have been enjoying this series, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you go because I have been posting 3 times a week. One video usually goes up on like Monday, Tuesday, then I have another one Wednesday, and a 3rd video on Saturdays. So as long as you're subscribed, I will pop up in your feed and you can check out more videos from my channel. Thanks so much for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.